strong mark there by Steve Simons. Ball goes across the face of goal, gathered by Errol Clark now, and he takes off. He's going for a run here. He'll have to kick it soon, as Big Kendall Becky's after him. He does now, but straight into the arms of Big Jeremy Oliver, and he kicks to a teammate,
Jason Curtin.
Handball to Becky. Becky, long to goal. Well judged bounce there by Big Stefan, the goalkeeper. And he goes for a run now. Takes a few solos. Handball over the top. Well timed. Gathered by Chris Martin himself. Big Sean. Over the top to Clay. Over the top to Stewie. Stewie Clark running towards goal now. That hand looks like it's still doing the job for him. And very good pressure there by the old Lindisfarne boys, and they are hanging on for dear life here.
I think Chris Martin, you mentioned, got more of a Jensen Button feel to him there, Sammy.
No, I like him as Chris Martin. I envisage him as a bit of a singer. Perhaps he plays. He might play a bit of guitar, do a bit of singing, and yes, a number of good albums for Chris Martin, and a number of good kicks for Mr. Sean himself, Chris Martin. Vossy just taking a yawn there. You may have picked that up on the mic, I'm not sure.
I think he was a bit intrigued there to correct you in regards to Coldplay. I think he's very keen to say that Clocks is the only good song. I think it's a very big call by Vossy. I would have to say there's a few more good songs by Coldplay than just Clocks.
Chris Martin's possibly the biggest whinger ever in the history of singing. Clocks is a great song because he doesn't sing for the first 2 minutes. It's lovely.
That's right, as Big Tate falls his way now and has a shot, and it goes wide, and he's upset with himself. He's upset with himself as he looks towards the bench.
Umpire checking his watch. Umpire checking his clock there. It's getting close to the end.
Yes, the dying moments of the match now. And it will be old Lindisfarne going back to back with victory here against the Hobart Celts for the second year in a row. And it will be a magnificent victory. They've come from second on the ladder to win the premiership this year. Magnificent effort through the two matches today and throughout the season, and they will be very deserved winners. They looking like they'll take the match out by 7 points here today, as it's Big Goldie with the ball now, kicking out. Dying moments of the match. Umpire about to blow the whistle. Just goes out of the reach of Big Errol Clark there, gathered by Steve Simons. Handball back to Becky. He runs through the centre of the ground now. Gives it off to his partner in crime, Mr. Michael Clark, who has a shot at goal and again wide, and he hangs his head. Disappointing, but things under control here now for old Lindisfarne.
Absolutely, they look sure of themselves now. Ball comes out from Gaelic to Lineker on the right wing. Has a fit of the fumbles, but recovers well. Has a solo. Hand passes now to Cowan. Cowan the hand pass to Lineker. Now Lineker's got a bit of work to do here. Pressure from Stacey Peters, brilliantly done, but Errol Clark has it. He'll dummy an opponent. Can't get around him though. He solos it. Hand passes to Sean Coyne, who has a shot and puts it over. 7-13, they need 2 goals and they need them quickly, but I just can't see it happening right now.
Neither can I, Vossy. That whistle must be very, very close now. Goldie just taking his time here, just trying to waste a few seconds here. He'll bring the ball back into play, heads out to the near side and goes through the hands of Steve Simons and hits his opponent on the head there. Big Tatey gathers the ball. Good work by Chris Martin in the centre of the ground. Gets the ball around away from Steve Simons there. Big Vossy again, nothing to say. He's just working his way into this commentary game. Must always be ready with something to say as little Mikey Lineker brings the ball back into play. Errol was spoiled by his brother Michael Clark there, who kicks the ball forward, and again the ball goes out, and it will be a kick for old Lindisfarne on the far side of the ground.
Just a bit of a thought in regards to old Lineker coming on the show yesterday. Now, before the ice hockey grand final last year, we had, I can't remember the name of his head player on the field from the side that lost in the grand final, so maybe it's a bit of a bad luck sign to come on before a grand final and talk on the brink because they go on to lose.
Maybe it is. Maybe we should try and get someone from the winning team to come on next time, as it will be the captain, Jeremy Oliver, to bring the ball back in. His team is going to be victorious here today, over the head of his teammate, Big Kendall Becky, and forced out by Errol the Sheep. And it will be a goalie kick, and it will be Big Stefan to bring the ball in, perhaps one of the last times here this season.
I'm actually more intrigued right now by the latest addition to your family on the sideline here than the game. Young Hillary's getting very affectionate. I think she wants to sit on radio.
I reckon she's probably right. She will probably try and eat this microphone if she gets the chance. It's gathered by Chris Martin, Sean, who gets the nice little kick away to Mikey Lineker, who heads toward goal now and puts it over. Good kick there by Mikey Lineker. And it's probably a little too late now. They should have started doing that earlier in the match, but a consolation point there for the Celts.
Bit of a McCrossan family affair here. We've got your wife, we've got your daughter, you've got your mum, your dad, your brother. I mean, who else is there to going to pop up from the McCrossan clan at the moment, Samuel?
Well, there's a few more of us out there, but I don't believe any more will turn up today as Goldie kicks the ball out. A beautiful long kick to Tate. Tate goes over the top into the path of Becky, who gathers the ball. Will he have a shot? Balks his opponent and just misses, just wide. So a late goal goes big in there for Old Lindisfarne. We're still waiting for the whistle here. We believe it's not far away.
Celts have to go end to end and then score again. Cowlick kicks out to midfield, but intercepted by Tate. Brilliantly done. Hand passes to Clark on the ground, but Clark will now have a shot from 40. That ball's gone well wide, and 8-13. But Old Lindisfarne holding the ball in their forward line, which is what they need to do.
That's right. They're just holding on for dear life here. They've got the advantage of a good lead on the scoreboard. They look pretty tired. The Celts still with some run in their legs, but they may have left their run a little bit too late. The defensive pressure by Old Lindisfarne today has just been absolutely superb. They've given the Celts forwards no chance at all as another one goes wide there from Matty Collis.
Yeah, Old Lindisfarne's defence has just been superb. In the first game, outstanding as well against Clarence, and in this grand final, they've just held up. They have probably pushed a couple of numbers back when they got a good lead, and the Celts have found it very difficult to score.
Umpire looking at his watch every 5 or so seconds. It's obviously, I reckon, it's probably less than 2 minutes to go here in this match.
Big Tatey, I hope he had the sun cream on his head today as he gathers the ball. Nice handball over to Michael Clark. Can he score? No. Wide again, so some wasted chances here for Old Lindisfarne. And that's it. That's it. The game's over. Old Lindisfarne, for the second year in a row, they are the 2012 premiers.
Yes, absolute hats off to Old Lindisfarne. They played the better football, certainly towards the latter half of the season, and certainly today, absolutely outstanding. Their defence was first rate. They scored points when they needed to, and an absolutely outstanding performance by Old Lindisfarne.
As Vossy leads us now, magnificent victory there, Ben Waterworth, to Old Lindisfarne.
It was a fantastic victory there, and they played magnificently for a team that has played a match today before this one to come out and dominate the Celts, who probably were really favoured to win this match, given that they had not played today, finished on top of the ladder. We had Lineker on the show yesterday just talking up everything. They were going to win, they were going to cream them. But a disappointing effort in the end. A lot of easy chances missed. That, to me, probably was what cost them the match. But fantastic for the Blues, 2 in a row, and they're starting a bit of a dynasty here, Samuel. They're starting a bit of a Geelong-esque period maybe in the Hobart Celtic Football League.
Yes, that's right, Ben. And fellas, it might be an appropriate time to talk about who we think might have been best on ground in this grand final. And quite possibly, my favourite today was probably big Michael Clark. He missed a few shots at goal, but I think he really stood up when he was needed.
He was very good. Mark Beck was also very good. I like Michael Tate's game. He wasn't bad. Steve Simons, and they're probably the first fault before you even get to a Celt. I think certainly in the second half they were well beaten, and that's with the breeze. So absolute full credit to Old Lindisfarne. I think they absolutely deserved winners today.
Mr. Lineker for the Celts was a standout, I think, watching him from very early in the game, and he got the ball a lot towards that point. But as you were saying before, Clark played absolutely fantastic as well, and really the whole team for the Blues just deservedly played magnificent. And as you can see behind, there's clapping going on. They've got the cup, they've raised it above their head, they're celebrating, and it's a brilliant sight here, but a brilliant job by the Blues.
Good play also by Michael Goldsmith in goals. I mean, he underrated position goalkeeper, but he did actually, in the first half, give Old Lindisfarne good field position regularly with his long kicks out from goal. Steph Cowlick, certainly not disgraced today, but just didn't have the penetration in his kicking, and that was crucial because that sets up field position for either team coming out of defence.
That's right, a number of good saves by Stephen today. And fellas, just recapping here, it's Old Lindisfarne 13, Hobart Celts 8. Why do I always get scores wrong? And
Do you want to do that again? and it was 3 goals 4 for Old Lindisfarne to 1 goal 6 for the 1 goal 5 8 for the Celts.
Just on this, people watching this and listening to this right now, this is why a lot of people don't hire us to do the more serious commentary. The statistics and all this sort of stuff are still being worked on. But look, decent effort, fellas. We did a fantastic go, and Vossy, it's a pleasure having you here for the Brink and your Brink debut. You did magnificently. We'll get you in the studio one time and you can come in and talk about life in general. But magnificent job. And Sam, once again, you called this game magnificently, and all hats off to both of you. Quite literally, you did brilliantly.
We'll be a lot better for the run.